So in today's session, we are going to understand about ServiceNow architecture, guys. Very first thing that we need to understand is, if you understand about the ServiceNow architecture, you will be able to understand it better. You will purchase, company will purchase ServiceNow product from ServiceNow company by paying some amount, and ServiceNow company will give some URLs. So to grant access to those URLs, we will create user accounts for every employee. Every employee can access ServiceNow platform. Okay. So after that, once the user accounts are created, employees will be able to log into ServiceNow, and their managers will add them to the respective groups. Once they add to the group, so whatever the roles that group has, those roles will be added to the member. Okay, so that members will get the permissions, they can actually access the applications. That is what we discussed. Okay, once we log into the ServiceNow, in ServiceNow, what is the architecture? What is the architecture? That architecture is what we are going to learn in today's session. Okay. So, well, here, guys, let me just go to my whiteboards here. Okay, there will be a database. So once you log into ServiceNow, there will be a database. Okay. So this is actually the database. Understand my point? This is the database. In this database, there are actually 6,000 tables. Each one is a table. Incident is a table. Users is a table. We have seen users, right? Users is a table. Incident is a table. Group is a table. Understand my point? So there will be a database. This is database. ServiceNow database. ServiceNow uses MySQL database. MySQL database. In this database, incident is one table. User is one table. Problem is one table. Group is one table. Likewise, we have 6,000 tables. Everything are tables in ServiceNow database. Remember. So we have seen users here. Okay. So users. So it is actually a table. Users table. In the ServiceNow, users is one table. Groups is one table. Okay. Incident is one table. Problem is one table. Change is one table. Knowledge is one table. Likewise, all are tables in ServiceNow. All are tables in ServiceNow. So remember, once you log into ServiceNow, there will be a database. In that database, there are 6,000 tables. Okay. Clear, right? Okay. Hmm? Yeah, reporting also on table. Let me come together. Okay. So as I told you, everything is a table in the ServiceNow database. User is a table, group is a table, incident is a table, problem is a table. Okay. So now we will discuss about table now. So far we understand there is a database. In the database, there are 6,000 tables. Now we will understand particularly about a table. So let me just open an Excel sheet here so that I can make you understand even more better. So this whole area, right? This one is called a table. Not only in ServiceNow, guys. Wherever you see, this is called a table. In any other uh, in any other field, also in IT or non-IT, wherever you see, if you see something like this one, this is called a table. Okay. Table is combination of rows and columns. Here you can see this is a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have total 13 rows here. We have total 13 rows here. So this one is a column. One column, second, third, fourth. Likewise, we have how many columns? We'll see here. We have total 10 columns here. We have 13 rows and 10 columns here. Understand my point? We have total 13 rows. Table is combination of rows and columns. Okay, table is combination of rows and columns. Database is nothing but collection of tables. In the each table, data will be seen in the rows and columns format. Well, let me just note it down here. Table is combination of rows and columns. Okay. Well, here guys, consider this is a user table. In the user table, we have total 10 rows are here. 10 columns are here. Right? We'll go to service now. We'll go to users. So here in the users, you can see this one is a row. This one is a row. This one is also a row. This one is also a row. This one is also a row. This one is column. This one is column. This one is also a column. We have total 841 rows are here. Total 841 rows are here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 841 rows and 12 columns in the user table. In the ServiceNow database, 841 rows and 12 columns in the user table. Is that clear, guys, everyone? Guys, if yes, please ping in the chat that yes, you are able to understand. Okay. Okay, now we will go to the group table. Group. In the group table, you can see this is a row. This is a row. This is also another row. This is also another row. This is also another row. So likewise, we have 166 rows, and we can see 5, 5, 10. So 166 rows and 12 columns. In the ServiceNow database, we have 166 rows and 12 columns in the group table. You have seen my, you understand, right? we will now see the roles here. So in the roles table, in the ServiceNow database, in the roles table, 866 rows and 4 columns are here. Getting my point? Database is a collection of tables. Table is combination of rows and columns. We have seen user table. In the user table, we have 841 rows and we have 12 columns. In the group table, we have 166 rows. We have 12 columns. And in the roles table, we have 866 rows and we have 4 columns. We will now see the incident. So we can't see the column count in the, we can't see the column count like we see in the, like we see the rows here. So we can say incident is a table in the database. In the incident table, we have 3,15,766 rows are here. 3,15,766 rows are here. And we can see 5, 5, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, 15 plus 5, 20 rows, 20 columns. 3,176 rows and 20 columns in the incident table. Getting my point? Okay. Go to the problems. If you click on all here, we have 121 rows here in the problem table. 5 plus 4, 9. 9 plus 15. Total 15 columns are there. We have 121 rows and 15 columns in the problem table. Getting my point? Okay. So we have change requests. So in the change table, in the ServiceNow database, there is a table called change. In the change table, we have 309 rows here, and we have around 15 columns are there. Okay. So there are 6,000 tables in the ServiceNow database. In every table, data will be stored in the rows and columns format. Okay. Now I will open the database, guys. Now I will open the database in ServiceNow. Okay. Huh? Would you like to see the database? Okay. So remember this point. Database is collection of tables. Table is combination of rows and columns. Incident is one table, user is one table, group is one table. Huh? So we have seen incident form. We have seen incident form. Similar to the incident form, I am going to, similar to the incident table, I am going to create a new table. I am going to design a new incident form. You're getting my point? We have seen incident form. Okay. That incident form is actually coming from incident table. Now what I am going to do is, very first thing, I am going to create a table in the database. From that table, I will design the incident form. Hmm? You understand, right? Everything is tables in ServiceNow. If you enter something, so let us say history. I told you about history, right? Whatever you accessed in the past, those will be shown in the histories. This history also will be stored somewhere in the table. This history also will be stored somewhere in the table. Okay, these favorites also will be stored somewhere in the table. Getting my point? So everything is actually about a tables in ServiceNow. Let us say you searched something. You have searched something. Whatever you searched, that will be stored somewhere in the table. Getting my point? So you logged in now. You logged in now, right? What time you logged in will be stored somewhere in the table. Whatever you are seeing, whatever you do, you are doing on the tables in ServiceNow. Understand? Whatever you do, everything that you are doing on the tables in ServiceNow. All you need to focus on in ServiceNow is ServiceNow database and tables. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to open the database. So just type tables here. Under system definitions, you will find tables here. These tables are actually there in the database. If you click on tables here, under system definitions, if you click on tables, so in the database, we have these many tables in ServiceNow. So tables means these many tables are there in the database. Okay. So I will tell you what is this equal to about. This is a shortcut keyword. Searching, we will use it. We will discuss about this one later. So incident is actually one table here. Incident is one table. So ServiceNow has created a table in incident table in the database. From this particular incident table, we have seen incident form, right? That incident form is designed from this particular table. That incident form is designed from this particular table. I scroll down, we click on show form here. So incident form is designed from this particular table. We are able to see the incident form here, right? We have seen user form, right? User form. We have created user accounts, right? User is a table in the database. User is a table in the database. One sys underscore user. So this one is a different one. This is a different table. So you open the user table. ServiceNow has created a table called user table in the database. From this database, ServiceNow designed user form. Click on show form. You can see user form. So is this the user form? This is the form that we used to create the user accounts, right? So group is a table in ServiceNow. So ServiceNow has created a table called group underscore user underscore group. This one. Okay. From the tables, we will design the forms. Remember this point. We will first create a table in the database. From the table, we will design the form. You will click on show form. You can see this is how the group form is designed. Okay. First, they will create a table. From the table, they will design the form. That is what you need to remember. Okay. Okay. So you will use this form. You will enter the values. You will enter the values here. You created an incident record, right? This incident record will be stored in the incident table. So what is the number? 27436, right? You go to the incident table now. Incident table now. Open this particular incident table. Okay. Scroll down. This time click on show list. Show list. So here you can see 327436. So this one, so 327436. So that is stored here, right? 3274 test. What are the values that we entered? Just now it is created. So we will create a table to store the data. Remember this point. Table is used to store the data in rows and columns format. Okay. Table is used to store the data in rows and columns format. Okay. So we will create a table. From the table, we will design the form. We will use that form. We will create the records. Those records will be stored in this table in the rows and columns format. Getting my point? So earlier in the incident table, 3,15,776 records were there. We created one record. Earlier, 3,15,766 records were there. A new record is created now from the form. You're getting my point? Let me just close this one. I'm just opening the table now. I'm just opening the table now. Scroll down. Can't show form here. Can't show form. Okay. So now you can see in the incident table 3,15,767 rows are here, right? 3,15,767 rows are here, right? Now the incident form is open. I'm actually selecting this one. I am entering the data. I created a record now. Now you can see. Now you can see a new entry is created in the ServiceNow table. A new row is added here. A new row is added here with all the details that we entered. 327437. You can see how many entries are here. 3,15,768. One is increased. So you will use that form to store the data into the tables. You create a table to store the data. From the table, you will design the form. You will use the form to enter the data into the tables. Getting my point? So now, right, I am going to open the user form here now. User form. So this is actually user table, right? Just duplicating this one. Here I am opening the user form. Control form. Control list here. Now you can see in the users, how many rows here? 841 rows. How many columns are there? 12 columns are there. Now I am actually creating a user account now for someone. So your good name, please? Mohanlal. Very nice name. Okay. So I created a user account for Mohanlal. So Mohanlal can log into ServiceNow using this user account. You can see in the user table, a new account is created. That is actually Mohanlal account. You can see Mohanlal account is created. So we have 842 rows are here. Getting my point? A new row is added or not? In the ServiceNow database, in the user table, a new row is added or not? Clear, right? Okay. So you see group table here. The ServiceNow database, there is a table called group table. Okay. I'm just opening list here. Show list. So here, this is actually group form. This is actually groups list. Okay. So how many rows are here in the group table? 166. And we have 12 columns. Now I am creating a new group, Power BI level P team manager. I am adding someone. I'm just creating a group. Okay. You can see now how many groups are there here. 167. A new row is added or not here? Just now. We will use that form. So we will first create a table in the database. And from the table, we will design a form. We will use that form to create a rows and columns in the ServiceNow tables. Okay. No limit, Navin. Okay. Fine, guys. So this is actually a ServiceNow database. If you go to the tables, this is ServiceNow database. In this database, you can see I have almost 6,000 tables are there. But in your personal developer instance, you might see only 4,000. That is because I have CSM, customer service management, I have ITOM, I have HRSD, everything installed in my personal developer instance. That is why I see more tables in my personal developer instance. If you install customer service management in your personal developer instance, if you install ITOM, if you install HRSD, then you can also see more tables here. Okay. But in my database, around 6,000 tables are there. Okay. So I am going to create a new table. I am going to create a new table in the database. Okay. So you go to the tables under system definition, go to the tables under system definition, create a new table from here. Okay. UCS ServiceNow in creating a table called UCS ServiceNow in. Okay. So as soon as I provided the label, name got automatically populated here. This label is for employees purpose. Employees can see this label. This name is for ServiceNow developers purpose. This name is for ServiceNow developers purpose. Getting my point? See what I am doing now. I am creating a new table in the ServiceNow database. Like you have incident table in the database, like you have problem table in the database, user table in the database, group table in the database. I am creating a new table in the database. Okay. So here when I am creating the table, I have provided the label. As soon as I provided the label, name gets automatically populated. This label is for employees purpose. Employees can only see this label, but ServiceNow developers can see this name. So this name is for ServiceNow developers. This label is for employees purpose. Here you can see U underscore here. So normally remember one thing, when we get the personal developer instance, by default we get few tables, right? Those tables will never start with U underscore. Whatever the tables that ServiceNow developers are creating, we are creating this table, right? This table is not coming from ServiceNow. So if the table is not coming from ServiceNow, if you are creating it, it will start with U underscore. Name will start with U underscore. U underscore means that is created by ServiceNow developer. That is created by ServiceNow developer. Okay. So U underscore means ServiceNow developer created table. The table is not provided by ServiceNow. Incident table is provided by ServiceNow. The table name will never start with U underscore. So if you go to the incident table, where is the incident form? So you can see it, incident table label is incident. Table name is incident, small I letter. This is capital I, this is small I. Is it starting with U underscore here? No. As it is not starting with U underscore means it is provided by, this table is provided by ServiceNow. Those are called out of the box tables. Out of the box means whatever ServiceNow is providing, those are called out of the box things. Okay. Whatever we created, those are not out of the box. Getting my point? Incident table is provided by ServiceNow. This is incident is out of the box table. User table is provided by ServiceNow. User table is out of the box table. Group table is provided by ServiceNow. Group table is out of the box. Out of the box means whatever ServiceNow is providing by default when we requested the personal developer instance, those are called out of the box. Okay. So here this table is not the out of the box. Okay. So Naveen, it is not possible. You should always use U underscore only. You cannot use it. System will automatically populate it. Even if you try to remove this one, U underscore, what is it telling? Even if you try to remove this U underscore, is it allowing you to remove this one? It should always starts with U underscore. U underscore is the uh, sign for us to identify it is a custom table. ServiceNow developer created table. Okay. So we will come to this particular extends table, create module, and this we will come to these points later. I'm just creating a table in the database. Okay. So just save this one. I created a table in the database now. As soon as I create a table in the database, okay, fine. Here, guys, you can see as soon as I created the table, 6 fields got automatically created by created, system ID, updates, updated by updated. These 6 fields are common in every table. You take incident table, you can see these 6 fields. You take user table, you can see these 6 fields. You, you take problem table, you can see these 6 fields. So here, go to the user form. User table, not form, user table. Go to the user table. So this is the user table, right? So is user table is starting with U underscore? Because this is an out of the box table, right? It will not start with U underscore. You can see in this table, created, created by. 2 fields are there in the user table, right? Updated, updated by. Updates, system ID. So you will find these 6 fields in every table. Okay, go to the incident table. Where is this incident table? In the incident table, we will see 6 fields are actually present here or not. Created by, updated by, updates, system ID. Okay. Here you have 2 system IDs. I'll tell you why those 2 system IDs are there. I'll tell you in coming sessions. Okay. Well, these 6 fields, whenever we create a table, these 6 fields will automatically created. Okay. Why do we need these 6 fields? Who created it? When it was created? Who updated it? When it was updated? How many times it was updated? Okay. Will be stored in these 6 fields. Getting my point? Whenever you are actually, let us say in your organization, your software is not working. Your MuleSoft software is not working. You will go and you will go to ServiceNow, you will create a ticket. Who created the ticket? When was it created? Who updated that? When was it updated? How many times it was updated? What is the ID of that particular ticket? That ID is nothing but system ID. Getting my point? To store those, we will use these 6 fields. So we are creating an incident, right? So incident was created by whom? When it was created? Who updated? When was it updated? How many times it was updated? We can see these system details in these fields. Getting my point? So created by field will hold who created the incident. Created field will hold when was the incident created. When was the, here in this case it is not incident. Ours is actually a UCS service node training. Getting my point? So who created it? When was it created? ID. This is actually a ID of that particular uh, uh, record. How many times it was updated? Who updated? What was the time? Last time it was updated. Okay. So let me just note it here. Okay. This system ID. System ID is nothing but ID. Whenever an incident record is created, right? ID will be generated. System ID. Sys ID is nothing but system ID. An ID will be generated. Okay. So I will show you here. So in the, this is a incident table, right? Where is this incident table? Okay. This is incident table. Click on show form here. Now, as soon as the incident record is created, see for new, this is a new form. You can see this is a new incident form. For new forms, you can see in the URL system ID is -1. Always remember system ID is -1 means new form. System ID -1 means new form. So I am selecting all these details. Okay, I am creating a incident record now. System ID will be generated now. You can see -1 has become system ID. This is called system ID. It's called ID, guys. System ID will be generated whenever a record is created in the table. System ID will never match with any other record in any other table in ServiceNow system. It is unique ID. Unique ID. Okay. So likewise, once the incident record is created, system ID is generated, right? So similarly, once we created a UCS ServiceNow trainee record is created, system ID will be generated. Getting my point? So if the system ID is -1, you can see new record, for new record, system ID will be -1. Once a record is created, system will generate a record. System will generate an ID. ID will be assigned to particular record. That ID will never match with any other record in ServiceNow. You can see the -1 will become my system ID. Getting my point? Okay. Fine. Here we have created a table, right? In the table, 6 fields got automatically created. I am actually creating 2 more fields. I mean 4 more fields. Okay. Along with the 6 fields, I am creating 4 more fields. First name, last name, email address, mobile number. So here I'm actually creating field, guys. Here in the table, I'm creating a field. Field. You can call it as field. You can call it as column. You can call it as dictionary. When I say field, when I say column, when I say dictionary, all are same. So I am selecting string type of field here. Okay. Name. So as I provided the label, name gets automatically populated. If the name is starting with U underscore, that means that field is created by us. So length of this one is 100 characters. Okay. Just click on submit here. You created a field called first name. Okay. I'm going to create 2 more fields. So you can create a field from here, clicking on new here, or you can just go to the design form on the table. Go to the design form. Okay, you can see first name field we already created, right? These are system fields. Created by, updated by updates. So system ID is not actually appearing here because system ID we don't show it on the form. System ID we don't show it on the form. If we show the system ID to the system ID on the form, right, that will lead to the confusion. As a ServiceNow developer, you know what is system ID, but employees don't know what is system ID, right? So if you show the system IDs to the employees, they will be keep on asking you, what is this, and all. That is why we developers should know what is system ID, but we don't have to make everyone understand what is this system ID. System ID is used for ServiceNow developers purpose. Like we use table name, similarly we use system IDs. System IDs are for ServiceNow developers. So I'm going to the field type here. I'm just taking string type of field. 1, 2, 3. Here I'm just providing the field label here. Last name. u_last_name. So here, right, the problem is when you are creating a field from the form design, name will not get automatically populated. Okay, length I am giving here as 100 characters. Email. So save this one. You created 6 fields got automatically created. 4 fields you created. You go to the table and click on show form here. Okay. First name. So UCS ServiceNow Training. It's a new record. System ID is -1 here. Okay. So Avinash, your last name Avinash, your email address. Okay. So I'm entering some random text. Okay. Getting my point. So I have created a UCS ServiceNow Trainee record. Okay. If you scroll down, if you just click on show list here, you can see Avinash email, Avinash first name, last name, Avinash mobile number. So here you can choose personalized choices to see the system fields created, created by, updated, updated by, updates. You can see the UCS ServiceNow trainee table. How many rows and how many columns are here? We have total 5 plus 4. 9 columns are here. 5, 4 plus 5, 9. 1 row and 9 columns. We have 1 row, only 1 row and 9 columns. In the ServiceNow database, what we have done, we have created a table called ServiceNow UCS ServiceNow trainee table. In the table, when we created the table label provided, as soon as we provided the label, name got automatically populated. That is started with U_. That is to differentiate if the table is created by ServiceNow or coming from, or we created the table. To differentiate that, it will automatically populated U_. So as soon as we created the table, 6 fields got created automatically, created by, updated by, system ID and updates. And then we created 4 fields: first name, last name, mobile number, and email address. So using that form, we are able to create the Avinash record in the UCS ServiceNow table using the form. So tomorrow we will be discussing in detail about the form design. So hope you understand the ServiceNow architecture. Everything is about tables in ServiceNow. Getting my point? Everyone? Guys, if you guys have any questions, please post in the chat so that I can actually answer you guys. Or you can raise your hand. Yeah, go ahead. So here that we will be discussing slowly. Mobile number. So if you go here, if you click on new here, so in the mobile number, you can enter characters, you can enter also numbers. We should write a logic such a way that it should accept only numbers. That logic we have to write. We haven't reached up to we haven't reached that level. We will reach slowly. Getting my point? So Anil Kumar, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Yeah, thank you, Uday. My doubt is actually you are saying about 6 columns, right? Updated by updated on something. My doubt is, are we able to I mean, if I'm creating new one, I want to rename those things. Is it possible, Uday?
You mean you? I didn't
Yeah,
understand.
created by is there. Those things are automatically we get, right?
6 fields. Yeah, those 6 fields will get automatically created. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Suppose, I mean, maybe it's possible or not. I don't want to give that name. For those columns only, I need to change some with a new column name, or I need to give rename those things.
Those are system fields you cannot actually rename.
Okay. Those are
That will
system fields, right?
that will impact service now total complete service now system. That will impact total
Okay.
service now system. So
Yeah, as per my understanding, even tables also will be stored in a table format, right? What type
yeah,
of tables and everything.
yes, yes,
Tables and columns also in the table format it will store.
yes.
Okay. Yeah, okay, Uday. Thank you.
Hope you understand the concept how service now is working and all.
Yes, yes, yes.
Am I making everyone understand? See, my goal is to reach everyone. Not if my 100% I should achieve. Everyone should understand. Am I able to reach everyone?
From my side, it's good. Uday.
Yeah, Akash, you can go ahead.
Yeah. So, Uday, I just wanted to know, you said basically the SysID is value is -1. So it is, I think, by default it's -1, right? Let's say if any service now developer create any customized table, right? So
Hmm.
always the SysID value is -1, right?
For new records, it will be always -1.
Okay.
For new records, it will be always -1.
Okay.
Yeah. Sai Charan?
Yeah, Uday, you mentioned modules, right? Like CSM and HRST.
Hmm, hmm.
So along with with in this training, what are other things we can be learning, Uday, right, other than ITSM?
See, this is not an ITSM training, is what I told in the beginning.
Okay.
Okay. If you
Okay.
complete this training, you can work on ITSM. ITSM is built with the tables.
Yes.
You
Yes.
can work on CSM. CSM is also built with tables.
Okay.
You can work on GRC. GRC is also built with tables. So we have started. So total 6,000 tables are there, right? Out of these 6,000 tables, 150 tables are actually for GRC.
Okay.
See, if you cover these topics, if you cover the concepts that I mentioned in the course curriculum, you can work on any application in ServiceNow.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
See, the
Okay. Okay.
CSM, HRSD, those are theoretical. What you
Okay.
should understand is you should understand these concepts. If you understand these concepts, you can work on any application in ServiceNow.
Okay.
Yeah, and one another small doubt, Uday.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I mean, what we have doing is from the UI we are creating the tables and columns.
Yeah.
Okay, and in the, I mean, in the real time also, every person will be create like this only, or we need to provide any text documents or like that.
See, as a ServiceNow developer, you will be designing the forms. Whatever the forms that you designed, that will be used by, that forms will be used by employees in the organization.
Yes, yes, it's correct. Yes.
Okay. The table creation, form design, how the form should look like, what fields you need, and what type of fields you need. Those details will be given by our clients.
No, no,
Okay.
no. That is good, Uday. What I am, my question is, suppose we have creating, just now we are creating nearly 10 columns are like that, it's good.
Hmm.
As per the environment, I have done nearly, maybe as per my understanding, if we have the 30 to 40 columns in the table.
Hmm.
Now what I am doing is from the UI, I am able to create. It's good.
Hmm. Hmm.
But so these things we need to perform in the test environment as well as production environment also, right?
Yes.
From the UI only, we need to do all these things in production and test environment also.
No, you will do it in the dev environment. You will capture that in an update set. Through the update set,
Okay.
you will move it to the test environment.
Okay. Okay. That is my
There is,
question. Okay. Understood.
there is a
Okay.
concept called update sets here. Whatever you
Okay.
do, that will be captured here. So I'm just opening this one. So we have created a table, right?
Yes.
The table is captured in this particular, you can see fields that we created. UCS ServiceNow trainee, last name field, email field, whatever we created, those are actually captured in this update set. You will actually you will close this update set and you will move this update set to the test environment, so that whatever the table that you created will be automatically moved to the test environment.
Okay.
This is called migration.
Okay. Thank you, Uday. This is my doubt.
This is a separate concept, guys. Okay.
Okay.
So guys, I would request you to create a table in the database. And check. Okay. So you are able to understand, right? All you need to focus on is tables in ServiceNow. Okay. So here, when I say table, when I say table label, you should say UCS ServiceNow trainee table. When I say name, table name means you have to tell this one, U underscore UCS underscore ServiceNow trainee. U underscore should be the table name. This is the table name. When I ask what is the table name, you should tell this one. When I ask label name, you should tell this one. As a ServiceNow developer, you always will be using this particular name, table name. Table names are for developers. Table labels are for employees purpose. Okay. Any questions? See, the forms are designed from the tables. Whatever you entered in the forms, those will be stored in the table list. That list is nothing but rows and columns. Okay. Okay, guys. And happy that everybody is able to understand. We'll see you there in tomorrow session. Okay. Tomorrow there is session, guys. Okay. Hope you guys can join. So 1 or 2 members. I think it is Ramjan. I wish you happy Ramjan. Okay. So we'll be connecting in tomorrow session. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all.